Hi guys, welcome back to the Player YouTube channel. And you're probably asking yourself, why is he standing in front of a huge mound of sand? Well, that has a lot of relevance because the car that we're going to be reviewing today is the builder's pickup truck of choice. Luxury pickup truck, no less. This is the Nissan Navara. Let's get round it, let's get underneath it, and let's check it all out because I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised of what this thing can do. First thing I noticed when the car arrived was it's big, really big, but I love it. It's big in a nice way. Let's take a look along the side. I mean, the colour immediately, it's a superb colour, and Nissan have definitely styled this up all the way with these lovely big running bars down the side, big 18-inch alloys as well. Let's talk a little bit of spec as we have a look around. Well, the car itself comes with a 2.3 twin turbo diesel engine, which develops around about 190 brake horsepower. But the biggest part of this, when we get round the back, is the fact that it's got 450 Newton meters of torque, which means this car can tow 3.5 tons, and at the same time you can put another ton underneath this lovely roller tonneau that it's got on the back. So it's a big, heavy-duty car, but at the same time, it's total luxury when you get inside, which we'll do in a minute. It's got these lovely big roll bars on the back. The whole the look of it just looks like American pickup truck to me. I can't wait to get behind the wheel and get it out on the road. But first, let's get in the back and see what it's like for the passengers. So one of the best things about the Nissan Navara is the fact you get a 5-year warranty or 100,000 miles. Another thing, a lot of the bits and pieces you see on this car come as standard, like this tow bar, for example. And underneath, right underneath, is an 18-inch steel spare wheel, which again, you know, there's no sort of like space saver wheel. You don't need that. When you've got a big truck like this, these are the bits you need. There is one thing I just wanted to point out before we jump in the back and show you where the passengers sit is on that side over there is where the diesel is filled up, and on this side over here is where the AdBlue is filled up. Why didn't they put the two things together? Search me. Anyway, let's check inside the back here and see what it's like for the passengers. So the first thing you can notice is it is quite a luxury finish on this car, which I was quite surprised about. It's got a good feel, and I love the fact that the seatbelt tensioners are recessed so you don't get your clothes or your belt or your jeans caught on them. Let's jump in and see what it's like comfort wise. There you go. Well, we've got plenty of knee room here. It's sort of a funny seating position. You're sort of back, but you're quite high above the passenger and the driver's seat, and the height of the headroom in the back is not brilliant. I'm only 5'10". I mean, see a 6-foot guy sitting in here is going to have a bit of a problem. You get ISOFIX points either side, which, you know, if you're buying one of these, is great. And also the transmission tunnel in the middle is quite low, so it's nice just to see, I caught my head there already. It's nice just to get across like that. It's very upright, this back seat. I don't know why, but I'm finding it quite uncomfortable. However, it probably wasn't designed for people to spend hours and hours sat in the back here. You've got independent heating at the back, but you can only turn it on or off and adjust it accordingly. You've got to leave the actual heat settings and the cooling settings to your passenger or the driver. Another thing I'm going to jump out and show you very quickly before we disappear around the front. In the old Navara, when you lifted this up, you had two lovely big storage bins. Unfortunately, they've done away with that in the new one, and all you've got is a space to put the jack, and the other side somewhere to stick what looks like a spare set of number plates, but that's about it. So to be honest, probably not the best in the back here. Let's get in the front and check it out. So this may be big, it may be bold, but what's it like up front? Follow me in, let's have a look, because I think Nissan have packed a lot of kit into this, given the money that you're actually spending on one of these cars. Let's start with the steering wheel. So on the steering wheel, immediately you get your cruise control over here on the right, and then you get the menu options here where you can scroll backwards and forwards. This is really nice for a pickup truck. I wasn't expecting that. On the front here, well, let's start everything up. It's keyless ignition, which is really lovely. There we go. Keys in the center here. There you go. 7-speed gearbox, auto, really smooth, absolutely beautiful. The entertainment system and the nav system It's a little basic, but there again, what more do you need? I mean, it's got DAB radio, you can pump the tunes in from your on your Bluetooth from your phone. It's got everything you need here. Let's have a look around what we've got in terms of space. Down here we've got a double cup holder, which is fine. Again, it's square. Never worked that one out. I think I mentioned that in another video. Small cubby hole here with a 12-volt adapter inside. Absolutely lovely. You do get a handbrake. I love a handbrake, and the reason for that is when you look down here, you've got an electronic diff control, so you can switch from two-wheel drive, which we're currently in at the moment, which is the most economical, into the four-wheel drive high and the four-wheel drive low modes, and that's all done on a little button down here. Very simple. You come with two nice heated seats with two different temperatures, high and low, and at the front here you get 12-volt adapter, and at the bottom here you've got a USB charger as well. It's got everything on it. So what does it drive like? You know, let's get it out on the road, see what it goes like. So when you get out on the road in the Nissan Navara, it's not like driving some pickup truck. I mean, the old one was very nice, but it was very much a pickup truck, or ute, as they call them in Australia. I love that word. But the back end used to bobble around all over the place, and there were noises, and you know, it was laggy, and I don't know. This new one is spectacular. It's absolutely stunning. Once you've got that cruise set up, it's 65, 70 miles an hour. You can just sit here all day. Lovely seat, it's all electronics, well bolstered. Get it in exactly the position you need it in. It's got a 7-speed auto gearbox with a manual setting too, but I doubt you're ever going to use that unless you're towing something. And to be honest, there's no flappy paddles, but this car will do 0 to 60 in 10.5 seconds. It'll do a top speed of 110 miles an hour. It's not going to light any fireworks, guys, you know, but that's not what it's intended for. It's intended as an all-round family SUV pickup truck, and that's where I think that Nissan might have nailed this. The one thing they haven't nailed is the fuel economy. Now, they say that I should be getting around 47 to the gallon on the combined cycle. No way, guys. I'm in 27.4 at the moment, and I've been casually cruising for nearly an hour at 60, 65 miles an hour. It's just not stacking up. Even on the urban, it's 32. It's not even managing to get to 32 to the gallon. And for a £39,000 car, I think it could do a little better. The good thing about the car is, well, it's safe as houses. And don't forget, you've got that 100,000 mile 5-year warranty. So peace of mind is there. However, if you do get caught out in a storm or with, you know, the unpredictable weather conditions that we now have due to climate change, this thing will wade. It will drive through 660 mil of water. That's over my knee. That's driving through a river. And you've got that 4-wheel drive option as well. You've got 4-wheel drive high and low. So it is a proper off-roader, and that's what I also love about this car. Can be forgiven on the fuel statistics, but that does need looking at. You've been watching me, AJ, the player. I hope you've enjoyed what you've watched, and I hope you enjoy learning a little bit about these cars. And if you want to learn a bit about more cars, we do one of these every week. Not Navaras, obviously, but we do different cars every week. So subscribe, come back, check us out. There might be something you never thought could be interesting, maybe even to buy. Subscribe, as I said, thumbs up if you like, and don't forget, I love your comments. You know I love your comments. Keep them coming in. I'll catch you next week with another car. It's been me, AJ, and it's been a pleasure. Catch you next week, guys.